Pat. Ava, here. That was cool. Heads up, coach. There's your warm-up. We're ready for match 1 of Silver Pool. We're at Crown Town Clash in Kansas City, Kansas. Over in the park area. Both getting ready to face off Elite 17 National. They just won their first match. Heat on 2, 1-2 heat. We're ready for the meet and greet and good luck. We'll see how the lineup starts out for OKC. 1-2 heat. Let's see how we're lined up. Daly in the first spot, in one spot there. Azul, Jessa, Charlotte across the front. Emily, Maddie, and Daly across the back. Winning set are Barrows here. Ava and Hadley. That's Ava coming in on the first libero spot there. Lineups to check. We're ready to play. Here's the serve from Elite 17 National. Emily. Daly, setting, looking for Jess out of the middle, tosses around the block. Elite's in the net. That's going to go OKC, getting the side out. Azul being the first server. We've suffered some injuries, so this is some lineup changes, but we're good to go. Azul sends it. Shallow ball to the 6, strength balance, that's an ace. OKC starting up 2-0 in set 1 of match 1. Azul on the serve. We're off. To the 1. That's an ace. 3-0 OKC to start set 1. Adjust the camera here just a smidge. Apologize. It's either this or you'd have a line judge in your way. There's the serve to the 6 in the middle back. Set. Looking for a middle tip. Beats defensive touches. Elite getting the side out. It's 3-1. OKC on top by 2. Hadley and Maddie saying hi. Throwing some side eye to you. There's the serve. Cross. Emily. Daly pops it up. Looking for Emily. Free ball between the sticks. Libero hand sets. Right side attack coming. Over the block and out. Hitting error makes it 4-1. OKC on top. Libero swap is going to bring Hadley in to serve. OKC up by 3 in set 1 of match 1 here in the Silver Pool. Hadley sends it. On the 116, played by the 6. Overpass, setter. Doesn't come back over in 3. That's OKC. 5-1, up by 4 in set 1. Hadley still serving. Ball's up, clips the tape. The three kept that up. We'll get a free ball from Elite. Hadley, Daly picking her target, looking for Maddie from the middle. Swipes around the block and handled. Line shot, Daly defends that over. We're gonna have to get a free ball from the middle. Hadley, Daly pushing out, looking for M. Through the block. Dig from the front row there. Outside, punches, off the block, Charlotte. Daly looking for the corner. It's defended, right side, pops it, yep. Around the block and beats the dig, getting the side out. It's 5-3, OKC up by 3 in set 1. Elite with the serve, Hadley, Daly, back sets. Sneak attack works. No momentum going forward. It's 6-2. OKC getting the side out. This will bring Charlotte up to serve. OKC's up 6-2, up by 4 here in set 1. There's the serve. To the middle back at the 6. Popped outside. Off the block. Good block touch, but falls OKC side. Getting the side out for Elite. It's 6-3. Elite with the serve, OKC with the lead. Shallow, Daly gets there. Oop. Six to 4, Elite down by 2. OKC, you're up. There's the serve. Hadley gets the shallow ball. Charlotte pops it. To the other side, middle set, middle swipe, middle kill. It's 6-5, OKC up by 1. Here's the serve, Hadley. Charlotte picking her target, looking for Emily. Off the block and down, that's a kill. There's the side out. It's 7-5, OKC on top by 2 here in set 1. Emily on the serve. On the 5-6 seam, played by the 5, dumped over. Charlotte, Hadley, looking for Azul. Around the block, dug out by the back row. Free ball, Emily. Charlotte pushing out, looking for Azul again. Through the block and down, that's a kill. OKC up by 3, it's 8-5. Emily serving to the middle back there at the 6. Middle, tips around the block, puts it down. It's 8-6 on that side out. OKC up by 2 here in set 1. Elite doing a substitution before the serve. Now we're ready to play. There's the serve. Hadley gets under it. Daly, quick set, looking for Azul. Through the block. I saw a touch. Wellcraft saw a touch. That would go as a kill. It's 9-6 on that side out. Libero swap will bring Jessa back into the front row. Maddie back to serve. OKC up by 3 in set 1. Shallow ball into the campfire. The 5 slid over to take it. Push. Charlotte. M dropping a dime, looking for Azul to tip. Emily handles that. Charlotte pushes out to Daly on the tip. It's dug. Off shot. Azul on that dig. Jessa throwing it, tip back over, Emily digging it, Charlotte with the pass, Azul through the block, dug, tip, Charlotte, Maddie putting a dime for Azul, around the block and down, that's a kill. It was out of system, but it worked. OKC taking the point, it's 10-6. Maddie on the serve. To the 5. Passed. Outside, able to cut that through the sticks. Maddie on the dig. Charlotte passing for Azul. It's Doug. Swiped around the block. Yeah, that should have been a lifted carry ball, but it doesn't go. We might get this overturned. We'll ask. All right, libero swap will bring Ava in. It's going to stand 10-7. The lead on the serve. Heat, you're up by 3 in set 1. Ava, Charlotte, Jessa over the block. Doug by the back row. Passed. From the back row, M, strong one arm. Good up. Second touch, not able to get there to help it. It's 10-8. OKC's up by 2 in set 1. Lead on the serve. And we're off. Ava, Charlotte picking her target. It's going to be Daly. Throws it. And return there. Emily under that dig. Passing. Ava free ball that over. Reset. Get back in the system. Outside coming. Smacks it over. Emily on the dig again. Charlotte tight to the net. Little net contact there. Net fault will make it 10-9. OKC up by 1 here in set 1. Elite with the serve. And we're off. Daly. Charlotte passing, looking for Daly, it looks like. Oh, into the net. We're going to be tied up 10-10. Right idea. $10-10, a lead on the serve. We're all tied up here in set 1. There's the serve. Line drive. Ooh, miscommunication on serve received there. Elite up by 1. Their first lead since the first point of the match. Elite sends it. Ava, Charlotte, looking for Azul out of the middle, tosses around the block. It's Doug, tipped over. Jessa getting a block touch. Daly sending it to the back row. Middle coming. And out. No touch on the block. Line judge says there was a touch on the block. We are adamantly disagreeing. I didn't see a touch. I don't know if you all did, but we're going to see. Okay, we're sticking with the touch. The lead will be up by 2. There's the side out we needed. This should bring Daly up to serve. It's 11-12. Heat down by 1. Okay. Coach explaining the touch was the signal, but Jessa was in the net. So it was just incorrect signal there. That's all. Sails just long of the court. That service error makes it a 2-point hole for OKC Heat. It's 11-13 in set 1. Elite with the serve after their substitution. There's the serve. Emily gets under that. Overpass. Middle tries to make him pay, but a fast hands. Daly shooting corner. Oh, libero got there and defended outside. Azul sends it to the parents. Elite up by 3. It's 11-14 in set 1, midway through the first set. There's the serve, Emily. Daly looking for Charlotte. Trying to cut cross there, not enough cross in that cut. It falls OKC side, a lead up by 4. It's 11-15 in set 1. There's the serve, Emily. Daly back sets, looking for Azul over the block. Back row gets there. That'll go down as a kill. Getting that side out will bring Azul up to serve. OKC 12, Elite 17 National 15 in this first set. Azul sends it into the middle back. Just long of the court. That service error makes it a 4-point hold, 12-16 here in set 1. Elite with the serve. Azul. Daly digs it out of the net, and Azul's able to free ball that and send it back over. Quick set, middle, swinging. Coach wants a timeout. It's 12-17, OKC down by 5 in this set number 1. Timeout's over. Out of the timeout, here's Elite's offering. M. Elite getting an ace there. It's 12-18. Just need to side out and see if we can swing some momentum. Ebbs and flow of volleyball. Avon to dig. Daly bumping it up. Nice way to use the block there, M. Doug and Jessa. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. We'll take it. Here comes our libero swap, bringing Hadley into serve. Maddie into the front row. Substitution Elite. Heat down by 5 now. Here's Hadley on the serve. Sends us into play to the 5. Right side attacking. Short into the net. Hitting error makes it 14-18. OKC down by 4. There's the serve from Hadley up to the 1. Pass, middle swiping, middle hits, off the block. Hadley digs that out. Charlotte over the block, back row digs it. Middle again, throws it around. Middle in the net, that's going to be a net fault. OKC back within 3. It's 15-18 in set 1. Here OKC Heat stringing something together here. Hadley to the 6. Outside, off the antenna. That's an out call. Ava, are you hot?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Timeout Elite, they want to talk about it. As OKC's back within 2, it's 16-18 in set 1 of match 1 here in the silver pool. Don't adjust your TV sets. Yes, OKC is very much outsized in this, but finding their own game and hanging right in it, having the lead and making the comeback here. There's the serve from Hadley. Outside attack coming, over the block. Azul, oh, dang it, couldn't pull off of it in time. There's the side out of the timeout. OKC down by 3, 16-19. Elite will be on the serve. Azul, Charlotte, sorry, that was Daly, sends it over. Not going to come back over. 17-19, OKC down by 2. Here comes Charlotte to serve. Charlotte sends it cross to the 1, play, tip, comes over, Hadley. Charlotte pushing out, looking for Emily over the block. Gets there. 18-19, OKC's back within 1. Charlotte on the serve on the 116, played by the 6. Big swipe off the block. It falls, makes it to the dirt. It's 18-20. Elite first for the red zone. OKC still within 2. Elite sends it. Daly. That ace will make it 18-21. There's the serve. Azul. Charlotte back sets, looking for Emily around the block. Middle attack coming. Azul on the dig. Charlotte tossing out, looking for Emily from the right side. Hits the stick. That's going to be out. 18-22. Last time out of the match for OKC. It's 18-22 in the 4-point hole. 3 from the finish in set 1. All right, that's the timeout. One-two fight. Here goes Heat. That's all the timeouts we got for set 1. They lead up by 4. Here's their serve. Azul. Charlotte. Oh, Hadley will send a free ball. Kind of shallow there to the 1. Off the block. Charlotte on the dig. Deep ball for the libero handles. Going opposite. Cuts it. Charlotte on the dig again. Hadley. Maddie will free ball that to the corner. Defended. Bumps outside. Hadley on the dig. Charlotte tossing, looking for Azul from the pipe. On the 116, the 1 handles it. Middle attack coming. Roll shot. Emily. Charlotte back sets, looking for Daly. Cutting corner. That's a kill. It's 19-22 with that side out. This will bring Emily up to serve. OKC down by 3. Fighting for every point. 3 from the finish, down by 3. Emily sends us into play on the 116. The 1 takes it. Get tipped around the block. Hadley digs that. Charlotte to Daly, yep, doesn't make it over. That's going to be an out call, or off the intent or whatever. Elite getting the side out. OKC still down by 4, 19-23. Here in set 1 of the first match in the pool for OKC. There's the serve, Hadley. Azul's going to be able to help that out. Oh, helps it from the back, from there. Good spot. Cross again, Hadley on the dig. Charlotte pushing out for Azul. Cuts just outside. This will bring up set point one. It's 19-24. Elite 17 National looking to take set one. OKC looking to give them a fight. There's the serve. Hadley. Charlotte back sets looking for Maddie from the right over the block. Doug from the back row. Middle attack coming. Through the block and now called in. Okay. That'll end at 19-25 for set one. 3 minutes or less, we'll be coming at you with set number two. We'll go ahead and tell you here between the sets here. Should Elite 17 National win this match, they would then win the silver pool as they won their first match of the day, taking on our next opponent. That's okay. There's still pride on the line. We'll fight for every inch. Don't care if we're playing for the copper-coated nickel rock. Girls are going to fight for every point and stay competitive no matter what medal place position. Just another minute or two, get the lineups turned in and checked. Pete should be starting with the serve. The next match is immediately following this one. The stream and the video will come down just long enough to swap videos and swap setups. Game setups, I should say. After this, OKC will hit the road, head home after a good showing this weekend. Lots of learning stuff. Suffered some injuries. We're missing Aretsi today due to a knee tweak, and praying that she gets better quickly soon and handles it well. Of course, you see Mia there in the shot, working on recovering from her knee injury, wishing her speedy recovery, and I believe a safe surgery next week, or this coming week, I should say. All goes smooth, and hopefully we can get her back in 4 to 6 weeks before the season ends. Would be fantastic, but her health being number one in that one. Missing MK and Bella today due to personal conflicts for the weekend, so these 8 here on the court are really, they're really giving it everything they got. Ava's a little under the weather, but pushing through there, number 5 in the blue jersey. These girls just committed to the game and enjoying every minute. So anyway, we'll be driving home during the Super Bowl. I believe the girls are off the next 2 weekends, and we'll be back in action at the Black and Gold Brawl in Tulsa at the end of the month, the last weekend of February. 2-day tournament up there at the former Titan complex. I forget what it's called now. All right, lineup's looking similar to set one, so we should be just fine here. Daly in the first spot is your first server. Azul, Jessa, Charlotte across the front, Emily, Maddie, and Daly across the back. Once we get our lineups checked, we'll see our libero swap. Looks like it'll be Ava coming in on the first libero swap. In chugging some water there. There's our libero swap, brings Ava into the back row. Linus will check. Not sure if the official wanted to tell the captain. We'll find out later. Not that it matters. But here's Daly on the first offering. Set number 2, must win for OKC to force a third deciding. Big swing. Elite getting the side out. First ball, kill. It's 0-1. Heat on the low side. Substitution for Elite 17 National. There's the serve. Emily. Daly gets to it. Charlotte gives it a ride over. Back row digs it. Outside attack coming. Through the block. Ava on the dig. That putback finds court. It's 0-2, Elite on top. There's the serve. Shank backwards towards us even. That ace will get the deficit to 3. OKC down by 3 here in set 2. Here's the serve. Emily. Daly looking for Jessa out of the middle. Puts it down. There's the side out OKC needed. Brings up Azul to serve. OKC down by 2 at 1-3 here in set number 2. Azul sends it to the 1. Shallow, dug out, overpass. Charlotte, we're going to have to send that over. Good job, Jessa. Tools the block, but dug. Emily gives a nice high pass. Daly going to look for Emily again around the block. Libero gets there. Strong one arm out of Daly there to send it over. We're still alive outside. Catches line, it's in. Elite getting a well-struck ball. OKC looking scrappy on the defense, but it's 1-4. Elite up by 3 here in set 2. There's the serve. Ava. Daly. M. Giving it a ride to the corner. Yep. Good spot. 1-5. OKC down by 4 here in set number 2, starting out. There's the serve, shortening into the net. Service error. Brings up our libero slot. Maddie into the front row. Hadley will come back to serve. OKC down by 3. Hadley puts us in play to the 1. Middle attack. Big hit through the block. 2-6. OKC down by 4 here in set number 2. Elite with the serve. Charlotte. Hadley. Charlotte gives it a roll shot over. Right side. Out. No touch on the block. 3-6. OKC getting the side out on a hitting error there. Brings up Charlotte to serve. Sends it straight to the middle back. That's an ace. 4-6. OKC down by 2. Looking across to the 1, that's another ace. OKC back within 1, it's 5-6. Charlotte to the 6. Put down from the outside hitter, it's 5-7 on that side out. Substitutions, the Elite 17 National. They have the serve and up by 2. It's 5-7 in set number 2. Must win for OKC to force a third deciding set. There's the serve. Daly. Looks like the official asking for a little bit of help here on what to signal, I believe. We got some officials learning, and so we will be more than patient with them. 6-7. Emily with the serve. Deep ball sails along the court. Elite getting the side down on a service there. It's 6-8. Elite with the serve. Hadley. Maddie's able to help that back towards the court. Charlotte. Shallow free ball handle. Middle attack coming. Around the block. Oh, good dig, Charlotte. Just carried wrong direction for you. 6-9 here in set 2. Good dig, Charlotte. That was a beautiful ball. Just a small adjustment of the platform. That's coming or staying in play for your team. Good defensive hustle. Great swing. And we're off with a 3-point deficit. Elite with the serve. Emily. Maddie gives that a help. And Charlotte gives it a free ball over. Looking for off the block. And down, it's 6-10. OKC in a 4-point hole again. Here in set 2. Come together, talking it out, seeing what they can do to work this out. Elite with the serve. Shorten into their player. Service error brings up a side out. That brings up our libero swap. Jess in the front row. Maddie to serve. 7-10. Maddie sends it to the 1. Gonna get a free ball back. Maddie. Charlotte looking for Jessa. Shorten into the net. 7-11. Open for your convenience. Libero swap brings Ava into the back row. Elite with the serve and a 4-point lead. There's the serve. Emily gets under it, sends it for Charlotte. Little miscommunication, bad touch there, sends it out of play. It's 7-12. OKC down by 5 in set number 2. Ava, Jessa, nice high pass. Charlotte will free ball that to the 1. Hand pass, bump pass, free ball back over and out. 8-12. Keeps OKC within 4. Daly up to serve. Sends it on the 5-6 seam, handled by the 6, and falls. That'll be an ace. 9-12. Substitution for Elite 17 National. Now we're ready. Daly on the serve. Shallow ball handled. Ava, Daly, Azul on the attack around the block. It's overdug. Overpassed and out. That's a kill. I apologize. I don't know who assisted that, so we'll give it to a few bodies there. It's 10-12. OKC down by 2 here in set 2. Daly sends it into play to the 5. Doesn't come back over. That's an ace. It's 11-12. OKC back within 1 here in set 2. Daly sends it on, to the 6 in the middle back. Pass, libero, low shot. Daly on the dig. Jessa with a good bump for Azul, tossing to the back row. Middle, swipes around, Daly on the dig again. Sent over, looking corner, into the fans. We're 12-12, tied up here, nearing the midpoint of set number 2. Must win for OKC. Substitution Elite looking to stop the bleed, find something to stop the bleeding. Daly sends it, shallow ball. Oh, good idea. Shorten into the net, that service error. Gets the side out for Elite. Stops OKC's run. 12-13 here in set 2. The lead about to serve. And we're off. Ava. Just a step off. Sends it. It's 12-14 here in set 2. The lead on the serve. Oops. Wrong button. So there we go. The lead on the serve. Daly pushing. Jessa on the joust. The middle called in the net. Watch ball, watch ball, watch ball. Azul up to serve. OKC down by 1, 13-14. Into the campfire, dug out by the 6. Middle swipe around the block. Okay, sticking with the call. OKC down by 2, it's 13-15. The lead on the serve. Azul. Daly. Looking for Azul from the pipe. Roll shot over the block. It's dug outside. Rolled over. Daly pops it. Jessa get a nice high pass. Charlotte able to send that to the back row. Libero handles it. The right side attack coming over the block and out. Way to check up. So it's 14-15. OKC staying within 1. Libero swap will bring Maddie back into the front row. Hadley back to serve. Here in set 2 of match 1 of the day. Hadley to the 1. Defended. Middle. Swiped around the block. Daly. Hadley with a nice big pass. 3-ball send over. Middle. Out. No touch on the block. It's 15-15. First to 10 is going to win this one. OKC looking to force a third set. Hadley sends us into play on the 5-16. Played by the 5. Outside. Roll shot. Maddie getting that one up. Daly. Azul giving it a roll from the back row. Played and sent backwards. We might get a free ball back. Yep, free ball back from the middle. Azul. Daly picking her target, looking for M. Tosses it around the block. Middle, tipped over, M. Good spot there on a sneak attack. Outside the antenna. That hitting there, OKC's back up, 16-15. First time up in set 2. OKC up by 1. Looking to the corner, that's in. Clean, uncontested ace. Timeout, Elite 17. They want to talk about it as OKC's swung the momentum in their favor. One-two fight. We're out of it. We got the lead by 2. All right, enough of that. Hadley's ready to serve. And we're off out of the timeout to the 6 in the middle back position. Middle attack, tipped around into the block. Charlotte getting the touch and sending it back over. Maddie on the overpass. It's Doug. Tipped over. M. Yeah, middle got there. That was clean. Good idea trying to gaslight the official, but not going to work on that one. It was the right call. So out of the timeout, Elite getting the coach's point. It's 17-16. Here's the serve. OKC up by 1. Charlotte. Daly. Back setting, looking for Charlotte. Tips over to the block. Dug out. Outside attack coming. Through the block. Azul on the dig. Daly shooting corner. Ball on the court. We're going to replay that rally. There's the reserve. Azul. Daly. Short end of the net. Yep. Right call. 17-17 on a hitting error there. We're digging. We're fighting. Azul gets under that one. Hadley's going to help that one forward. Now, didn't get it pushed over the net, went under the net, is an accident. Elite back on top by 1, 17-18 here in set 2. There's the serve. Azul. Daly looking for Azul from the back row, into the block. 17-19, OKC down by 2 in set 2. Elite knocking on the door of the red zone. There's the serve, Hadley. Daly, looking for Azul again, through the block. Strong one arm, punches that over. Azul, Daly, looking for Maddie, through the block. Sails long of the court. Elite, up by 3 at 17-20. Coach wants to time out and talk about it. Again, your OKC Heat national team will be in action immediately following this. I'd imagine less than 3 to 5 minutes to get things switched over and get going again. Out of the timeout. Let's see what adjustments we can make. And keep hanging around, maybe force a third and set. There's the serve, shallow ball. Azul gets under it. Daly back sets, looking for Emily around the block. Front row digs it. Middle swipe, big dig from Hadley. That was gorgeous. Great driving effort by Daly there. Just out of reach. 50-50 ball. It's well struck and just out of reach. Here's the serve. Looking crossing out. Service there, getting the side out. It's 18-21. Charlotte's coming back to serve. OKC down by 3 here in set number 2. There's the serve, line drive to the 6, shallow to the campfire. Libero free balls that over. Emily. Charlotte pushing out, looking for Emily again. Off the block. It's dug by the front row. Back settling to the right side. Through the block. Big dig by Charlotte. Azul. Good pop. Oh. Good spot, good idea, just not enough oomph to get it over. It's 18-22. OKC down by 4 here in set number 2. This is a must-win to force a third and deciding set and to have hopes of winning silver. That's okay, we'll still play our guts out in the next match. There's the serve from Elite. Shallow ball shortened into the net. Service error, 19-22. OKC within 3. Emily's coming back to serve. Sends it to the 5. Passed over, hand set, looking for a middle. Around the block and catches Tate. 19-23. 2 from the finish for Elite. OKC down by 4. Would really like to see, would like to see them push into the red zone. There's the serve, Emily. Charlotte back sets, looking for Maddie from the right side, off the block. Daly. Hadley drops a dime for Azul from the outside. We're going to get an opposite attack there. Emily on the dig to Daly to Zool. Oh, miscommunication there between defense on who's going to take it. This will bring up match point 1 at 19-24. OKC down by 5. On life support for this match, needing to win the second set. Discussion from the table about something, don't know. There's the serve, it's out. OKC getting the side out on the service there. Either way, it's our point as they were just called out, Elite was called out of rotation. Either way, it's our point, 20-24. Maddie with the serve. Match point number 2 for Elite. Drops a dime in the campfire, played by the libero, right side. Off the block. Good, sails over the antenna. That'll end at 20-25. OKC dropping in straight sets. But putting up a great fight here. Stand by for OKC Heat. Second match of the day.